are for the month of July for Leo Payne Pride. I'm super excited to introduce and interview Joe Fridley. So Joe, thank you so much for agreeing to be interviewed. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Well, it's fun to be here. And my first time in Missouri in the summer, it's a little humid, I have to say.
It is. It gets very, very humid. And obviously the rain, you think it's going to help out and kind of cool it off. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot worse. So.
Well, that's why everybody has beautiful skin, though.
Exactly. Well, I wouldn't say everybody. Mine stays a little red year round, no matter when it is cold. So.
Well, it is. But I'm happy to be here. So why don't you start with tell us what your current job is, and then maybe what you've done for the company before that, or anything else you want to share with your career.
Yeah. So my current job title right now is I'm the assistant service manager. Kind of all started back whenever I first came to this dealership in 2019. I kind of chose working on cars as like a hobby. Kind of got into it, got my foot in the door, became an express technician here. Bounced around a little bit when I was, like I said, younger and in high school and stuff like that. But this is kind of where I settled and kind of a place where I wanted to make a start for myself and kind of see where it all, went from here.
Right.
So like I said, I started as an express technician here back in 2019. Kind of just doing basic tires, fluid exchanges, stuff like that, oil changes, kind of started to learn a little bit about Hondas and start to learn the systems around here, like the DMS, and really get to know Reynolds, which is what we used back then, and kind of started to dig in more to the cars and dabble a little more, and kind of after a couple years just kind of realized it really wasn't my fit, I guess.
Right.
It's not for everybody. I praise those guys that do it,
I
but
know.
it is something that's kind of hard to do.
It is hard. It's physically hard.
And you got to kind of
mentally.
For real, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and it's a hard thing. So like I said, after a couple years, kind of realized it just really wasn't for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I was kind of sure that just wasn't it.
Right.
So Jeff Dykstra. Came to me, was kind of telling, I was kind of telling him like, hey, I want to take the next step. Like, what is it? What's out there? All these things. And he was like, I've got an opening for a service advisor position. Is that something you're interested in? And I was like, I'd love it. I love people. I love talking. I like putting it down on paper and just kind of explaining it to people, letting them know what it's all about. So took on the service advisor position, did that for about a year and a half. And then I had kind of decided like I wasn't done, so to say. So I kind of talked with the general manager at the time and, like what's the next step? And he was like, well, let's see how you do at a service manager position. And I did that for a little bit. Fortunate enough, I was good to be able to keep my job when Leo Payne took over, and that's kind of where we're at now. So it's been a long, very eventful trip, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's a great career track that you've done, though. I mean, you understand the technician perspective.
Yes.
Which helps, I think, being a service advisor.
Yes, 100%.
So, you can see how it all feeds together, and the appreciation you have for your technicians is amazing, because I agree with that, because it's a challenging job intellectually and physically.
For sure.
And it's great that you also realize it's not where you want to spend your time every day.
Exactly.
So,
and that's one thing I kind of tell them, like, like when they get irritated and it's hot outside and the car's kicking their butt or whatever, and I'm like, trust me, man, I've been here. Like, we're on the same end. It's not all greener on the other side.
No,
so,
it all works together.
It makes that relationship sometimes a little bit easier too. Especially like with Keaton and Jeff both going through the whole thing. They've been mechanics.
Right.
I've experienced a little bit. So it kind of makes the whole thing run really well when you see it from both ends.
Yeah.
Of the fields.
It makes a great team.
Yeah, for sure.
Because again, you have that mutual respect for each other. Because being a service advisor isn't always easy either. I mean, you're presenting things that need to get fixed on a car. Maybe someone isn't ready to do that yet. And so it's a great team. And we're so thrilled to have you.
It works awesome.
Part of our team. So so you said you used to work on cars, but you have a favorite car you used to work on, or?
No, I mean, we did it like I said, it was kind of more of just a hobby. And I think that's what I realized, like, sometimes you just get, I guess, burnt out on things.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that to myself with working on cars. Like, I knew I wanted to be in the industry.
Right.
But I didn't want to, like, drive myself out of it.
Right.
And, like, not that I really work on my own car nowadays.
Right.
But, like, just the thought of, like, could I go back and do that? You know, could I have
Exactly.
something to fall back on, some kind of hobby to pick up on
Exactly.
or something? Right now, I don't have like a car that I work on, but I do have a, if you're familiar with what like a UTV is or a side-by-side.
Okay, yeah.
I bought one of those about 6 months ago, and I've kind of been doing all.
Do you love it?
I love it so much.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome. So
describe it a little bit. Maybe you can send us a picture. Because I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100%
So it's like a UTV stands for utility vehicle.
Okay.
So it's like something you use to go off-road, or
Right,
they have some
right.
that are built for like farms and stuff
Okay,
like that.
right.
But the cool thing about where I live is you can actually drive them on the street.
Oh.
So within reason. Some
Okay.
of the roads, they're like, no, stay off the highway.
Yeah.
Like obviously, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I put a little bit of money into it. I've lifted it, put some wheels and tires on it.
Okay.
It's got like a winch and a light bar and all
Okay.
kinds of stuff. So that's kind of my thing right now, is just kind of making that pretty cool and
Right.
taking it out. There's places in like Tennessee that you can go to and like ride the trails and stuff. So that's kind of my like, once I get it in and
Right.
you know, dialed in,
Yeah.
take it to the next level.
So
and see.
you're going to show us a picture, I know, so I can see
For
it
sure.
then. But is it like kind of like a dune buggy with covered? My
Yes.
friend just bought one.
Yes.
Or it's not an ATV. It's more like a little.
Yeah, mine's actually kind of big. It's
Is it
like,
really?
yeah, it's kind of long. It's like almost like a bus whenever I'm trying to drive it through the trails. Like it fits like 4 people. Plus it's got like a bed.
That's real.
So
Oh, it has a bed. Oh,
yeah,
it's
like a
really
small
big.
bed. I mean, it's not huge, like big enough
Yeah,
to
but
fit like
still.
But yeah, you could load it up with wood or whatever you want to do with it.
Wow.
Mine's got a cooler in the back of it right now.
Okay,
you
you're
know,
set
but
then.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it.
So you did that yourself. You kind of added all the extra stuff to it.
When I bought it, I had bought it from a friend, so a couple things
Okay.
came on it. But
Okay.
like, yeah, for the most part, like the wheels and tires and the lift
Yeah.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that's all been
Okay.
stuff that I've done. So
What color is it?
it's black.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got black and like chrome rims.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, it's.
Now, can you name it? Do you name these kind of things or not?
No, right now I just call it, you know, the Razor or whatever,
The
the
Razor,
side by
yeah,
side,
yeah.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have like a cool name for it.
I think you're going to have to maybe.
Maybe something. I got to do something.
Put
cool,
something
right?
on there.
Yeah, just on the windshield.
Yeah,
That'd
just
be-
put something on. Well, I think you're really smart because a lot of times people have a hobby that they love and then they go do it as a job and you're like, I don't really love it
Yeah, you
anymore.
just-
And then you just took yourself out of your favorite hobby, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you kind of ruin it for
Yeah.
yourself.
So
It
that's
does.
really smart that
Yeah.
you did that. So Joe, do you have any pets that keep you busy?
I don't really know what she is. I got her from actually a lady that used to work here, and I was told she was a pit boxer. Her name is Demi, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know if I said that loud enough, but
Okay.
But she's a pit boxer. She's a very good dog, but she is energetic, very
Yeah.
energetic. She can be a lot to handle,
Right.
you know, especially when somebody new comes through the door, or if you've been there 15 times. But if you're new to that day, she's all over you. You
Just
know?
barking or just wants
Just
to?
love
Okay.
licking. I mean, she's just.
Happy to see you.
Yes, she's an awesome dog. One of the best dogs I've ever had. Though.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really great. I live on like a 2-acre
Oh, nice.
land or whatever.
Oh, really nice.
Wow.
Wow.
And I don't have any kind of fenced-in yard or anything like that.
Wow.
So I just let her out, and sometimes she will run into the
Yeah.
woods, but typically she usually comes back. But for the most part, she just kind of walks out, does her thing,
Right.
sniffs around, and then
Yeah,
she's
comes back.
ready to come back inside.
She's a good girl.
Yeah, she is awesome. I love her.
So, Joe, if somebody said, I really want to be a service advisor, what would you say they need to do to be, really good at this job? Or what would you say to me if I said, hey, that job sounds great. What do I need to do? What talent, what skills should I bring? Or what do I need?
It's kind of hard from person to person to really say that that you need this specifically or they need that specifically because and even Connor will tell you there's really no way to train a service advisor. It's kind of the way they do their own thing.
Your style.
But time management is a huge part of it. Obviously, being a people person,
Right.
knowing kind of what you're talking about is it definitely helps.
Right.
But I've also in the service manager position trained a lot of green
Okay.
people.
Okay.
I brought like one of our guys came in as a porter. Has
Yeah.
no idea anything about cars. He
Yeah.
just knows like, I can drive them and I
Yep.
can wash them and I can park them and that's
Yep.
it. And we turned him into a very, very well-rounded service advisor
That's
now.
awesome.
He's been doing it for a couple years now, and he enjoys it. So, like I said, I wouldn't think that there's anything specifically that you need to bring to the table, but there are, odds and ends stuff that will definitely help.
Right.
Like I said, time management's huge, knowing a little bit of background, that sort of thing, but just kind of knowing how to talk to people.
I think what's interesting is, as a service advisor, even like sales too, like you said, you're not working on a car, there's no one responding to you, but as a service advisor, your customer, each customer is different, like you're saying, so you need to be able to, maneuver and communicate to them in a way that they understand.
Exactly.
Which is what I think you're saying too. Is like that's kind of a talent right there.
It could be a change of pace at any time.
Right.
You never know what kind of problem is going to come through the door, or anything like that. They could be saying it's making some kind of noise, and you have no idea what's causing that.
I know.
So you really got to kind of get down with the customer, explain to them, that we're going to do the best we can to figure this out. And if, and you never know if the car's even going to make that noise or not.
I know.
Like
I've been there.
That is the worst thing in the world is literally having somebody come in and they're like, I'm telling you, I'm not crazy. Like, this is what's going on. And you're just like, we'll do our best. And it never happens.
It never happens.
It never happens.
That's happened to me. And I'm like,
literally.
Trust me, there's a sound. And they drive it. Look, we're not hearing the sound. And finally, eventually, it
comes out of nowhere.
Well, Joe, thank you so much.
Yeah, I was glad to be a part of it.
Appreciate it. We really appreciate you. You work really hard. And I'm really proud of you for the career. Look what you've done.
Yeah.
You should be very proud of yourself too.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a long road, but it's been well. It taught me a lot. Yep. And again, I'm happy to be a part of it too. I'm happy to be a part of Leo Payne.
Well, you've done a great job, so thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.